Reese Sylvester
Yes, that's right.
in 21-38966. And Mr. Grove is here, your attorney, right? That's the man
David
who represents
Grove, yes.
David Grove. As you understand, there is a second amended motion to revoke unadjudicated probation motion filed January of this year. So we've gone through about a half a year
Mm-hmm.
and we need to move forward one way or the other. What are we going to do on this, David?
And here we have the first curveball. Miss Sylvester insists she's followed all the rules, but the judge's list of alleged violations is longer than a CVS receipt. Buckle up, because this is not just about missed check-ins, it's about whether her freedom hangs by a very thin thread.
Miss Stout has some problems.
Sylvester.
Excuse me, Miss Sylvester. I apologize to Miss Sylvester. Miss Stout also, but she had some problems. I've spoken to her on more than one occasion. These started, I believe, in early January, February, something like that. Miss Sylvester denied that she pled guilty before the court on the original case here. Basically, as we went through the motion to revoke probation, she denied committing any of them and wanted to talk to the court about whether she committed any of these offenses because she didn't think that she should be here. She has not violated her probation, I guess is what I think she is stating.
Correct. I have not violated it. I have made every.
No, you've never been on probation? Or
I've
you
been
are
on probation now since 2022
Right.
of December.
Yeah. That's not what you just said, David.
I've never been in any trouble or anything like that.
No, here's what's been alleged is you failed to report to the probation office in June of 23, August of 23, and September of 23.
Mm-hmm.
You failed to work faithfully at suitable employment and provide verification of such. That's what it alleges. I know what happens with a lot of folks. As long as you're trying hard to get employment, that's what's important to me. You failed to provide verification of performing community service hours as required. And that's important because that's community service and that's a necessary concept of probation. You failed to provide verification of entering and successfully completing an anger management program as directed by the probation office. That's important when there are certain cases like assaults. Everybody has to go through that. It's a short program, but it's very good and helpful. Then there's failing to pay court assessed fees as directed. This says you were $734 in arrears in court fees as of January, but some people can't pay. And if you can't pay, you don't go to.
Quick legal note, failing to pay court fees is not an automatic ticket to jail if you genuinely cannot afford it. But when that's stacked on top of missed appointments, skipped community service, and no anger management completion, the judge's patience meter starts dropping fast. What do you think? Oversight or outright neglect?
Jail on my watch.
Well,
And hold on, one more. And this says you failed to report to the probation office on or about September 14th, 2024 for a judicial review.
Statement moved to amend that date to September 13th, Judge.
I was not aware that I needed to go back to the probation office based on what I was told over the.
Okay, hold on.
Over the phone.
That's for me to decide and a
Okay.
hearing. I mean, you're going to plead untrue to it is what we're saying, what you're saying. I'm not going to change it. It says on or about September 14th.
All right.
It's
Well,
good enough for me.
what I
Okay.
would like to add is that I've made every effort to keep the check-in dates with my probation
Okay, that's
officer, several times. I then was
Hold
rescheduled.
on. Here's what we're going to do. If you're pleading untrue to all of these, then we have a hearing in front of me. That's me to decide. I get to hear both sides and then I make the decision. That's the way it works.
Well, what I would like is for the probation to be reinstated.
Okay, I understand what you like. I'll listen to that at the end of the hearing.
Okay, so that's not something that can be done today.
We can do the hearing today if you want. These are all
That's
what I just told you.
That is what I would
You need
like
to prepare for this?
to
I
be
think that
reinstated. That way I can be on my way because I've got a special needs child to take care of. I've got a family
Who's
and
taking
I've
care of the
got
child now?
a gospel singing career as well.
Who's taking care of the child now?
Me.
No, but when you're in jail, I mean, the child's not with you. Who's taking care of the child when you're stuck?
Well, my child is in a safety place. He's in a safe place, so I can't.
A family?
Who is? Yes, he's.
Notice the judge zeroing in on childcare arrangements? That's not random, it's about establishing whether jail time would create undue hardship, especially for a special needs child. In courtroom chess, this is a piece the defense might play later.
Close family member.
All right.
So he is saying
Well,
he's
money.
with me. However, yes,
Is that what you're trying to say?
that is what I'm saying.
All right, what do we want to do today?
Judge, I believe that what Ms. Sylvester wanted to do today was to have these addressed by the court. But
Well, we have to go through a hearing and enter please.
Well, yes, sir.
Is that
Yes,
what
sir.
we're
And
gonna
I think that's what the court
Is
said.
that what we're gonna do?
Hearing.
Yes, sir.
All right,
It's a
raise your
hearing.
right hand, man. Raise your
I'm
right
sorry.
hand.
Okay.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm any statements you may make during this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, lower your hand. Does the defendant waive a formal reading of the second amended motion to revoke unadjudicated probation? Can we proceed in a summary fashion to move this along?
Yes, Your Honor.
In summary, ma'am, this states that on December 19th, 2022, in this court, I placed you on deferred or unadjudicated probation for 10 years for the third degree felony of assault on a public servant. Is all of that true? Is all of that true?
Could you read me the date again? You said
December
2019?
19th, 2022. You were placed on 10 years deferred or unadjudicated probation.
No, correct.
Is that correct? All right. That's what it shows in all this file.
Correct.
Allegation number 1 states you failed to report to the Jefferson County Probation Office on or about June 18th, 2023, August 14th, 2023. Now we're going back 2 years. September 6th, 23, in violation of your probation order. Is that true or untrue?
That is untrue.
Okay, that's all you need to say. We're going to hear both sides on that. This states number 2, you failed to work faithfully at suitable employment and provide verification of that in violation of your probation order. Is that true or untrue?
That is untrue.
Okay,
I
that's
did-
all. No, you're going to get to explain that. We just need to figure out what's true, what's not first. 3, you failed to provide verification of performing community service hours as required of your probation order. Is that true or untrue?
That is untrue.
4.
That one is true because so yes,
Okay, you'll be able to explain all of that later.
that one is a
4,
yes.
you failed to provide verification of entering and successfully completing the anger management program as directed by the probation office. Is that true or untrue?
I did not provide verification of entering it, but I did show up to class.
It's no.
a yes and no on that one. because
It's entering and successfully completing. It's conjunctive. You have to do both parts.
Then no.
All right. I'm not going to go on this. You're paying as much as you can pay toward all of these costs and everything, aren't you?
We just hit the plea phase, true or untrue to each allegation. This is like the rapid fire round in a game show, except every answer can sway the judge's final decision. And she just admitted to at least one violation, community service. That single true could weigh more than all the untruths combined.
I'm paying these count 5, Judge.
Yeah, I don't even want to go into the money. 6, you failed to report to the probation office on or about September 14th, 2024 for a judicial review. Is that true or untrue?
That is untrue
All right,
because I wasn't
that's all we
given
need.
the information.
Yep, that's all we need to know. Okay, go ahead, state.
I would
You're ready to
call-
proceed today, right?
I'm ready,
everybody?
Judge.
All right. No objections. Go ahead, state.
I would call Dominique Mayfield.
Raise your right hand, ma'am. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any statement you make during this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. Lower your hand. Go.
State your name for the record.
Dominique Mayfield.
And what do you do for a living, ma'am?
I'm a probation officer here in Jefferson County.
How long have you worked for Jefferson County?
About a year and a half now.
And in that capacity, did you come to know Brittany Sylvester?
Yes.
When was she? In what capacity Was she placed on your caseload?
Yes.
When was that?
February 14th of 2024.
Okay. So prior to that date, do you have access to her file as far as who she was assigned to before that?
Yes.
And that's a part of the records that you get whenever you inherit a caseload, is that right?
Yes.
So who was the fire officer before February 14th,
Okay.
2024?
Please, ma'am.
It was Helena Familiar. She was
683.
All right, so let's start with, do you see Miss Brittany Sylvester in the courtroom?
Yes.
And you go ahead and just identify for me what she's wearing so we can get that clear for the record.
Yeah, she's wearing a blue jumpsuit.
And may the record reflect she's identified Miss Sylvester. the
Yes,
defendant. And is it true that she was placed on probation back on December 19th of 2022 for assault on a public servant?
Yes.
And all my questions are going to be about that, okay? Let's work backwards. I want to start with the judicial review. When was that scheduled that's alleged in count 6? When was that?
Originally it was supposed to be back in May of 24, I want to say.
Okay.
And then afterwards it kept being reset. So once we got that updated information, we relayed that information to her from the last known phone number that we had on file. And when we came to court, she did not show.
All right. Was that on or about September 14th of 2024?
Yes.
That judicial review.
Yes.
So what were we trying to take care of with these reviews that were scheduled and rescheduled? What were we dealing with as far as this lady is concerned?
Originally from counts 1 through 5, well, 1 through 4.
Yes, sir.
She was given time to get started on community service, find employment, and do all the conditions of her probation. And then after that, we were going to come back to see her progress.
All right, so I'm looking at a memorandum that's dated in July of 2024, and it says that on February 14th that she was placed on the mental health initiative caseload.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
Is that your caseload?
Yes.
That sounds like the date you told me that you've been her officer.
Yes.
So prior to that date, your access to her, but you've been dealing with her specifically from that time frame. Has she reported to you anywhere in there?
Yes.
When?
Her last office date report was May the 28th of 2024.
Year ago. Over a year ago.
And at that
Is
date,
that right, everybody?
yes, sir.
Over a year ago.
So the judge typically wants to know if someone's at absconder status. Is that what her status was?
She became an absconder in it was August the 30th of 2024.
So I know and you know, but let's make the record clear. So that means from May 28th up until August 30th, she didn't report at any point in time in there, did she?
No.
Did she give?
May 28th, 2024, that's the last time she reported in. Translation? Over a year without face-to-face contact with probation. In legal terms, that's skating dangerously close to absconder territory and the judge knows it.
Did you have any contact with her to indicate why, other than her just missing scheduled time frames? Did she tell you why?
Yes, after a while, she would fail to report and then she'll call and get the appointment rescheduled. And then on a rescheduled date, she didn't show.
And all those communications were directly with you, right?
Yes.
All a part of that mental health initiative caseload.
Yes.
In that time frame, did she work at work at employment, trying to maintain employment?
Not too much.
And she would have been reporting that to you as conditions if that was true, right?
Yes.
What about her attempting to do community service hours?
She received 2 different forms. One was for the nutrition center, but she was unable to complete community service there. So I had her sign a new one to come to the courthouse and complete community service. And I gave her a copy of it. I have a copy right here where she signed it. And still no community service or anything was completed.
So what we're looking at that you just handed me is a form that's got her signature and it's dated April 4th of 24.
Yes.
And that's you giving her information about where she can go. It's actually entitled the CSR referral form, right?
Yes.
What does CSR stand for?
Community service restitution.
In this manner where you tell individuals about where they can go and get their stuff done, is that normally what we do there at the department?
Yes.
And to your knowledge, after giving her this information, did she go on and do any of that?
No.
Do you have any records indicating that she's completed any community service since she's been on this probation?
No. She hasn't completed anything.
Not 1 hour?
No, sir.
2.5 years? In 2.5 years, not 1 hour?
Tender State's Exhibit 2, the purported CSR referral form from April 4th of 2024.
I was thinking that when I showed us to the nutrition center. Oh, okay. Okay.
Wait on that.
Because I did show up in
Then
everything.
Mr. Ham.
Do you have any objections?
I have no objections to this time with cross-examination.
All right, so just
So
to
what,
clear,
what did, there were no objections. What is that?
State's Exhibit 2, it's the CSR referral form. And to be clear, this is her signature at the bottom of the date, correct?
Yes.
State's Exhibit 2 is tendered into evidence without objection.
That's correct.
All right,
It's
so
admitted. Go ahead.
what, if anything, did she do towards the anger management program?
Originally we sent people through family services, but because she was not working, we have another option, which is through Faith Tabernacle. They do the 12 sessions, it's free of charge. And if they do not have transportation, they also provide it.
Did she go?
No.
So as far as your time frame working with her, you gave her a free option and she didn't exercise it.
This is allegation number 3.
That's allegation number 4. She's pled true to allegation 3, which I supported with State's Exhibit 2.
And then this is the anger management program
Yes, sir.
through what entity?
What was the entity?
Faith Tabernacle. It's in Port Arthur.
Okay.
So the dates that are alleged in count 1 about her non-reporting, we've already covered. She hasn't reported to you since May 28th of 2024. What do your records indicate about her reporting to Jefferson County on June 18th, August 14th, and September 6th of 2023? Those predate your time there. What does it show?
At that time, she was assigned to Miss Valier, and I want to say she did not report on those days, and then later on she was arrested, and Miss Valier met with her in the county jail. Then afterwards, that's when she was placed with me.
All right. So the non-reporting that we deal with in count 1, the department addressed that it was true by giving her a chance to work with you in your program.
Correct.
So now that you're here and having a chance to visit with the judge, in your opinion, has she done well trying to adjust to this caseload that you're assigned?
Yes, she would, like I stated, she would call and ask to reschedule, but those dates that she would be rescheduled for, she didn't attend.
Wow.
So out of the times,
Ma'am, you know what? Don't be rude. She gets to speak. Yes, you were.
I'm not trying to.
You just be quiet.
Okay,
You get a
I
chance to just don't make comments when the lady is speaking. Please, thank you. And we won't interrupt you and be rude.
Okay, thank you. I didn't mean
If
to.
rude was
And there it is, the judge's sarcasm in full swing. If rude was a condition of probation translation, he's testing her composure under pressure. In court, the way you handle tone and respect can be just as telling as the facts on paper.
condition of probation, you'd be revoked for that.
I pass the witness, Judge.
Go ahead.
Now, basically, let's go back to 2023. It sounds like she didn't report back at that time. I mean, before you were actually there, but that's what the records would indicate.
Yes.
Is that right? And this wasn't dealing with you, it's dealing with your predecessor. But she didn't report back then, right?
Correct.
All right. And what efforts were made to help her get some assistance in being able to report, I guess?
At that time, well, when I was working with her, she did inform me that she was homeless. Um, as far as that, on my end, I try to give resources of different places that you can go if it need be for like clothing, food, different things like that. I do give out resources. But that's all I'm able to do.
Uh, you said that she wasn't trying to work during the time when you first, the earlier part of the time you were employed at probation. Was she employed during that time, as far as you know?
No.
Did she work as a preacher?
She did tell me she was a prophet, but as far as like showing any verification of anything, I've never received it.
Yeah. But she told you she was working as a preacher. Is that basically what she said? Is that how you?
Yeah, that's just like,
Okay.
Everything needs to be verified. Everything needs to be verified. For every probationer.
I hate, if I may, I want to interrupt counsel for just 1 second. My notes do indicate that the court held a hearing as to that count one back on December 18th of 2023. And after a plea of true, that's when she was kept on probation and moved to the mental health caseload. So I know she's entered a plea of not true today to that same deal, but I think that's been disposed of by the movement to the mental health caseload. Your file may reflect that. If it does,
All right.
then,
It does. She entered a plea of true to allegation 1 back on.
I did not.
Hold on. 12/18/23.
so perhaps we should focus on counts 2, 4.
It's already been found true. Go ahead. Go to the next one.
Well, I did not represent Miss.
I know you didn't.
Back at that
Go to
time,
next.
so I'm a little bit behind as far as that
Okay.
goes. But
To confirm that I was working at Wendy's while I was on
Okay.
probation in 2023.
let me ask you that question, and you answer the question, okay?
Okay.
All right, now let's wait until it's time for you to discuss it,
Okay.
so we could go ahead and ask.
Go ahead.
As the present witness. Judge, I'll do this however you want me to. I just
Move forward. Just move forward.
Well,
You're logging down.
Miss Sylvester, were you working back at that time in 2023?
In 2023, I was working at Wendy's as well as I was working at Steak and Shake. So I had 2 jobs at one time, and my probation officer at that time was Mr. Moody, who did come inside of Wendy's and witness me physically working there. And he just happened to come by, is what he said.